Okay, so what other issues would you like to address right now?
In this county, from all the speaking I've done to sheriffs that work regularly, 90% of the crime in this county is due to drugs, and in particular the opioid crisis. And I believe in therapeutic courts. They have worked well across the nation. And when a drug user has to come in front of a judge once a week to say how they're doing this week and what they're doing and are they falling in line with the things they're supposed to, more often than not, they do it. And if they're not going to play and make the correct steps, then they're bounced out of there. They'll be back in jail. But therapeutic courts, I really think, is one of the big keys to fixing this crisis in our county.
What do you think about the animal control problem that we have currently in Stevens County?
It's horrific because we essentially have no animal control. I believe there's one officer in Colville to deal with local calls. But what happens is our sheriffs are called out to all these animal control cases. You can imagine that they do not have the time for it, and that's not a smart place for us to put our money. If we had even one animal control officer in this county dealing with it, we would save a ton of money just because it's not sheriffs dealing with it to start with. And again, they don't have the time for this. We recently have had two big hoarding cases where people had literally hundreds of dogs in their homes that are starving and in various states of sickness and death, for that matter. And it was a sheriff's office that had to investigate it and deal with it. And again, if we had even one animal control officer, it would be very different. And you know, for me personally, I live right next door to someone who has a dog that barks 24/7. 24/7. Can I stand it? No. I don't want to bother the sheriffs with that, quite honestly, because I just feel they got more important work to do. But man, animal control officer, they could go speak to that person and deal with that. This also would be dealing with packs of dogs that are killing calves and other animals. There are packs of wild dogs roaming. I've heard endless stories about it, and killing people's pets and killing young calves. So that's just another reason for animal control.